Hey, you're way past me on Dobbs. It's like I am totally in like green water here for me. We're at Cherry Springs. This is 2024. Now, if you've ever been to a star party, one of the things you must do, even if you're a dedicated hardcore astrophotographer, is go visit some of the Dobbs, because there's lots of great Dobbs here, and they will give you spectacular views that, you know, are just something you can't see any other way. I'm here with Roxanne, and she has a Dobb that you built this yourself, right?
No, actually, this is a new moon telescope built by Ryan Goodman. It's a 16-inch mirror on it with it's an f4, so it's a 16.4. As you can see, we've got spalted oak box, mirror box on it, spalted oak with quarter sawn oak trim. Ryan does beautiful cabinetry work. It's a delightful and lovely scope to use. As with the Dobb, I run teleview eyepieces with it, basically either a 8, 10, or 13. Sometimes if I want a little wider view, put in a 20. So like last night we were looking at the Leo triplet. It's great to image things. I love to image when I get a chance, but there's just that thrill of looking through an eyepiece and actually seeing a galaxy live, or seeing the Leo triplet, the three of them together live, or going through Virgo and finding a galaxy and then galaxy hopping and finding these, 12, 13 meg galaxies just with your eyes.
Last night we were buzzing all over the place in the sky.
Yeah, we had a great crowd here last night. Both Doug, who you might meet later, and I had the two Dobbs going, and we had a good line of people here. M13's always a favorite. The clusters, the globular clusters, M4, just bouncing around through Sagittarius. You got the M17, the Swan Nebula. Just to give you an idea, the Swan Nebula will actually just fill the whole entire eyepiece of this when you're looking at it with this scope. So again, we love imaging, but visually to actually, use the telescope, to look through and to see the objects live, it's a part of astronomy that's near and dear to me.
Now, you use all 2-inch teleview eyepieces, right?
For this scope specifically, I run 2-inch teleview eyepieces. Yeah. For my 11, I use Dankmeyer eyepieces. I love those eyepieces. And again, then for the 9 1/4, and then also for the 80 millimeter, different eyepieces. Just because, like lenses for a camera, you match your lenses to your camera. You match the eyepieces to the telescopes. So again, this is a Dobsonian. It's a truss-built scope. As you can see, it's got the trusses. We cover it with a shroud to keep stray light out of it. The mirror sits back here. The motors and everything is down in here. This is a controlled scope. It's a go-to scope. I run a Nexus DCS on it. That's the computer which kind of tells where the sky objects are. It has a significant catalog of objects, and with the ServoCat. This is probably a very common and popular option to use with your telescopes and with Dobbs to drive and manage the scope.
Now, I know this scope has quite a few metal parts on it, like compared to some of the bigger Dobbs that I've seen that are like a lot of wood. Is that because of the manufacturer, like his preference?
Yeah, some Dobbs, Star Structure makes some great aluminum Dobbs. He's more of a metal Dobb. Mike makes metal Dobbs. This one, I just like the aesthetics of, having the wood box on it and having the wood trim and such. You can see the fit and finish on that. That's just personal choice. Teeter Dobbs tend to be wood. You can choose the wood you want. Obsession tends to be wood telescopes as well. But one thing I like with Ryan and with New Moon telescopes is you can pick your wood and match your wood to your stain, which I did on here.
Now, I know a dew at Cherry Springs is always a heavy handicap, what we should say, or enemy, we should call it that. You even basically heat your eyepieces too, right?
Yes. well, on this scope, you'll notice there are some fans down here. That's to cool the mirror. Like after a hot afternoon, you want that mirror to cool down, get to some ambient tint. So I actually have to cool the mirror down with fans in the afternoon to get it working. But at night, we start getting dew, and I don't have it on at the moment, but I actually have dew heaters for the eyepiece that controls off the board, the power board, dew heaters on the eyepiece and dew heaters on the secondary mirror. So dew tends to be a major problem here.
Yeah.
We do not get mirror on our primaries because it's at the bottom of the tube and it just doesn't draw dew. But yeah, it's we wrap dew heaters around the eyepieces and such. What else?
Thank you, Roxanne. It was really interesting.
Ben.
I love looking through your scope and look forward to it every year I come up here.
We had a good crowd last night. I think probably between Doug and I, we had 30 people going back and forth between the scopes, which is a joy. You know, sharing astronomy with the public. You know, letting that next generation, you know, look at the Whirlpool galaxy and go, "Wow, I can see a galaxy," and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because like with astrophotography, there's lots of ways to share it, so to speak, electronically, but like you don't get that personal touch, you know, actually like getting to like touch a telescope and look at it yourself. So, you know, if you do come to any kind of star party, you know, look for some big dobs.
Walk around, visit. You're always welcome to, you know, stop by and look through one of the dobs. Most of us are pretty agreeable to doing that. So, all right. Well, thank you, Ben, for stopping by. It was good seeing you again.
You too, Roxanne.
Take care. We'll see you at the next star party.
All right.
All right.